Some people are surrounded by others every day. They laugh, they listen, they help, and they appear completely fine. But inside, they are carrying emotions they never allow anyone to see. The person who says, "I'm okay," the fastest is sometimes the person who has the most to explain their silence is not always emptiness. Sometimes it is a language created by years of experiences, fears, and hidden battles. People who hide their emotions are often misunderstood. Many assume they are cold, distant, or unaffected by what happens around them, but in reality, some emotionally reserved people feel things more deeply than they show. The difference is not that they have fewer emotions. The difference is that they have learned to manage, control, or hide those emotions before the world can see them. For some people, hiding emotions becomes a form of self-protection. At some point in their life, they may have learned that showing vulnerability does not always lead to comfort or understanding. Maybe they opened up before and were ignored, judged, criticized, or disappointed. Over time, the mind begins to create a protective habit. Keep feelings inside, stay strong, and avoid giving others the power to hurt you. This is why some people choose silence instead of expressing what they feel. It is not because they have nothing to say. Often they have too much to say, but they struggle to find a place where they feel completely safe saying it. Their emotions may exist loudly inside their mind, while their outside appearance remains calm and controlled. You may know someone like this. The person who always listens to everyone else's problems but rarely talks about their own. They become the person others depend on because they seem strong, but when they need support, they quietly disappear. They have trained themselves to become a source of comfort for others while forgetting that they also deserve comfort. Some people hide emotions because they fear becoming a burden. They think, everyone already has their own problems. Why should I add mine? So they carry their stress alone, not realizing that constantly protecting others from their emotions can create emotional distance between themselves and the people who genuinely care about them. Another common pattern appears during conflict. Some people remain extremely calm when arguments happen. They do not raise their voice, they do not react immediately, and they seem almost unaffected. But internally, they may be processing every word, every expression, and every detail. Their calmness does not always mean they feel nothing. Sometimes it means they feel everything, but have learned to control their reaction. Personality also plays a role. Some people naturally process emotions internally. Instead of immediately expressing what they feel, they need time to understand their thoughts and organize their emotions. They observe, analyze, and reflect before they speak. This emotional processing style can make them appear quiet, but their inner world may be incredibly active. Childhood experiences can also shape how someone handles emotions. A person who grew up in an environment where emotions were rarely discussed may learn that feelings should be hidden. If sadness was ignored, anger was punished, or vulnerability was seen as weakness, they may grow into an adult who struggles to express what is happening inside them. This is why someone can smile while carrying pain. A person can laugh with friends, complete their responsibilities, and appear happy while secretly dealing with stress, loneliness, or emotional exhaustion. The smile is not always fake. Sometimes it is simply the way they continue moving forward while carrying something invisible. However, hiding emotions is not always a weakness. Many emotionally reserved people develop powerful strengths. They often have strong emotional control, the ability to stay composed during difficult situations, and a deep awareness of the emotions of others. Because they spend so much time observing instead of expressing, they may become incredibly good at noticing small changes in people's behavior, tone, and feelings. But every strength has a challenge, and when someone constantly hides their emotions, they may slowly become disconnected from others. People around them may believe they are fine because they never show their struggles. They may feel misunderstood because nobody sees the battles they fight silently. Over time, carrying everything alone can create emotional isolation. The healthiest form of emotional strength is not hiding every feeling. It is understanding when to control emotions and when to allow yourself to be seen. True vulnerability is not losing control. It is trusting that the right people can handle knowing the real person behind the silence. Sometimes the quietest person in the room is not the person with the least emotion. They may be the person who has learned the most about controlling what the world gets to see. Behind a calm face, there may be memories, fears, hopes, and feelings that were never spoken. So the next time someone says, "I'm fine," remember that those two words can mean many different things. Sometimes they truly are okay, but sometimes they are simply protecting a part of themselves they are not ready to reveal. And sometimes the people who hide their emotions the most are the ones silently hoping that someone will notice without them having to ask.